Imagine a family gathered for a traditional holiday meal. Laughter fills the room, stories are shared, but at the table sits someone wrestling with a private turmoil. They are the family's bold deconstructor, the one who dares to question long-held religious beliefs. This individual, often driven by intellectual curiosity or a disconnect between dogma and lived experience, embarks on a journey of challenging the very foundation of their family's spiritual identity. This questioning isn't about rebellion or disrespect, though it might appear that way to others. It's about seeking truth and authenticity. It's about aligning one's life with deeply held personal convictions, even when those convictions clash with the expectations of loved ones. It's a lonely path, fraught with potential conflict and emotional turmoil, yet it is a necessary journey for those who can no longer ignore the call of their own conscience and intellect. The deconstructor's journey is marked by introspection, research, and often a painful realization that the inherited beliefs no longer resonate. This internal conflict often spills over into their interactions with family, leading to tense conversations and strained relationships. The deconstructor's questions, once whispered in the confines of their own mind, now challenge the comfort of certainty that their family holds dear. The decision to voice doubts about family beliefs is rarely made lightly. It's a process that often begins with a nagging sense of unease, a feeling that something doesn't quite add up. This feeling might stem from exposure to different perspectives, personal experiences that contradict religious teachings, or a growing awareness of the complexities and contradictions within the faith itself. The questioning mind seeks answers, often through books, online forums, or conversations with those outside the family's belief system. This search for truth takes courage. It requires confronting the possibility of being wrong, of alienating loved ones, and of shaking the very foundation of one's identity. The deconstructor often feels like they are walking a tightrope, balancing their own need for authenticity with the desire to maintain harmony within the family. The emotional impact of this internal struggle is immense. There's a sense of loss as cherished beliefs crumble, replaced by uncertainty and doubt. There's also fear of judgment, rejection, and the potential consequences of challenging the family's worldview. Yet amidst the turmoil, there's also a glimmer of excitement, a sense of liberation as the deconstructor begins to break free from the confines of dogma and explore new ways of understanding themselves and the world around them. Voicing doubts within a family deeply rooted in their beliefs often triggers a wave of reactions ranging from concern to outright hostility. Some family members might respond with attempts to bring the deconstructor back into the fold, offering explanations, engaging in theological debates, or even resorting to emotional pressure. Others might interpret the questioning as a personal attack on their faith and react with anger, hurt, or judgment. The deconstructor often finds themselves caught in a web of expectations, pleas, and accusations. They might be labeled as rebellious, misguided, or even influenced by negative outside forces. This can lead to feelings of isolation, as if they are speaking a language their family no longer understands. This sense of isolation can be particularly acute during family gatherings or religious celebrations. What were once occasions of shared faith and bonding can become reminders of the growing chasm between the deconstructor and their loved ones. The deconstructor might feel pressured to conform, to silence their doubts, or to participate in rituals that no longer hold meaning for them. Section 4. Embracing authenticity, personal growth through challenging beliefs. Despite the challenges, the deconstructor's journey is ultimately one of personal growth and authenticity. By questioning inherited beliefs, they embark on a quest for self-discovery, seeking a worldview that aligns with their own reason, experiences, and values. This process fosters critical thinking, intellectual independence, and a deeper understanding of themselves and their place in the world. This newfound clarity, however, doesn't come without its own set of challenges. The deconstructor might struggle with feelings of guilt for causing pain to their family, or grapple with the uncertainty of navigating life without the familiar framework of their former beliefs. Yet this period of questioning and exploration can also be incredibly liberating. As the deconstructor sheds layers of inherited dogma, they create space for new ideas, perspectives, and ways of finding meaning and purpose. They might find solace in different spiritual traditions, embrace a secular humanist worldview, or forge their own unique path, drawing inspiration from various sources. Section 5. The misunderstood rebel, challenging labels and seeking understanding. The bold deconstructor is often mislabeled as a rebel, someone seeking to shock or defy authority. However, this perception fails to capture the depth of their internal struggle and the genuine desire for truth that drives their questioning. The deconstructor isn't looking to tear down but to understand, to reconcile their intellectual and emotional needs with the beliefs they inherited. Bridging the gap in understanding requires open and honest communication, both from the deconstructor and their family. The deconstructor needs to articulate their reasons for questioning, emphasizing that it's not about rejecting the family, but about honoring their own truth. They need to express their love and respect, even when disagreeing on fundamental beliefs. For the family, understanding requires empathy and a willingness to listen without judgment. It means recognizing that the deconstructor's journey is their own and that their love for their family remains, even as their beliefs evolve. It requires separating the individual from the ideology, acknowledging that questioning faith doesn't diminish their character or worthiness of love and acceptance. Section 6. Breaking free, the emotional toll and the promise of liberation. The deconstruction of deeply held family beliefs is rarely a clean break. It's often a messy, emotionally charged process that can leave both the individual and the family grappling with a mix of emotions, sadness, anger, confusion, and even a sense of betrayal. The deconstructor might mourn the loss of shared traditions and the comfort of certainty, while the family might grieve the imagined future they had envisioned. However, this period of upheaval can eventually pave the way for a more authentic and meaningful relationship. As both sides navigate their emotions and strive for understanding, they can begin to rebuild their connection on a foundation of mutual respect and acceptance. The journey of the bold deconstructor is not for the faint of heart. It requires immense courage, resilience, and a willingness to face discomfort and uncertainty. But for those who embark on this path, it can be a transformative experience leading to greater self-awareness, intellectual freedom, and a life lived in alignment with their own deeply held values. It's a reminder that growth often requires letting go, even when it means challenging the beliefs that once defined us.